Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we will be discussing how to overwinter your hydrangeas that you have in containers, guys. Yes, winter is upon us and it's time for us to prep them and get them ready to go to sleep. So majority of the hydrangeas I have in containers are panicle hydrangeas. It is important to know the hydrangea you have and their cold hardiness zone. I am in zone 7, so I don't have to worry about protecting those hydrangeas, the panicle hydrangeas, because they are hardy down to zone 3. So it's very important to know what zone you're in. Now, when it comes to your big leaf hydrangeas, your microphylla hydrangeas, they need some extra protection, especially if they are in containers. And I have them in clay pots or terracotta pots, which is a very porous, so they have to be protected. It is best to overwinter your hydrangeas in a shed, unheated shed, or an unheated garage. You need it to be unheated because the hydrangeas, they need to go dormant in the winter time. So it's very important that your shed or your garage or like your cold frame or a hoop house, whatever it is not heated at all, so they can go dormant. Now, you don't just put them in there and think, okay, that's that, you don't have to do anything else. It takes a little bit of effort, guys. If you love your plants as much as I do, it takes a little bit of effort, but it's not a lot. All you have to do is make sure that you keep the soil moist. Not wet, but moist, so they survive during the winter. You don't want to dry out completely. And it's also best to start to your overwinter process when the leaves and everything is already falling off like this. All the leaves are already falling off and I can see all the new buds set for next season already on here. So I need to protect this. This is a Blushing Bride by Endless Summer. That's a different topic. I'll discuss that at the end of this video. So all we're going to do is for me, I'm going to take them and put them in a hoop house or like a cold frame. I have a very inexpensive cold frame made from cattle wire, 2 cattle wires, 16 foot long, framed in by 2x4s and a greenhouse plastic. That was it. Cost me less than $150 to do in the summertime, and that's that. If you do decide to overwinter your container hydrangeas in an unheated garage, shed, whatever, you want to make sure that you put a barrier between your hydrangeas, your pots, and the ground, the concrete, whatever it is. You're going to put like a piece of, maybe a couple layers tack of newspaper, cardboard, if it's a board, something to keep that cold from penetrating the bottom of the container. You can stack them together and put like haystacks, straws, just to give it a little bit more of insulation. So say you do not have cold frame or a garage to put them in, what you can do, like this side of the house is the most protected side in the yard, on this side of the house. I can leave them here, group them together, like closer together, group them closer together, use a chicken wire to make like a barrier. So I will stake it in somehow, attach it on both ends, and I can fill it with all the leaves that's fallen off of the tree. You can mulch your leaves or leave it regular size and just fill that chicken wire filled with leaves to give them an extra protection. Alrighty, so if overwintering them with the chicken wire is not an option for you, you can always bury your containers. Now, I would not recommend burying your containers if you have decorative pots. Now, these pots, they can be buried. Maybe not this size, because this is huge, but this size container can be buried. So if you have a raised bed, you can just dig a hole, pop it in, and cover it up to give the root ball that extra protection. But I will still try to do the chicken wire to cover up the top layer to keep as much blooms as possible. That's the issue with these big leaf hydrangeas, the ones that rebloom, and also the ones that don't rebloom. They just give you one flush of blooms in the season, and then that's that. So if your hydrangeas are not blooming, guys, that's one of the very main reasons. The cold snap. So it probably warms up a little bit, they wake up, and then it gets cold real quick, and it kills the buds that's on the stems, that's on that's on the stems. So you have to be careful. You have to give your hydrangeas an extra protection they need, especially if you are in a cold area. So these Blushing Bride are hardy, I think, in zone 4. I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong. I don't have to do much, but I will do an extra layer of protection because I want them to come back next year and continue to bloom because they re-bloom. Also, if you have like a deck or a porch, you don't mind having a little bit of clutter just for a few months, you can group them together in a corner where they can get heat off of the house, and then you can use like burlap sacks or like an old blanket and like cover them. Not the whole top, because the top is already protected underneath the cover, but cover the pots, the base of the pots, the bottom of the pots itself. Wrap them up and push them into a corner so they can keep each other warm. That's another option. That's all the things that I've done and I know works. If you are in a colder zone and you've done something different, please share it in the comments below. You know, I'm in zone 7, so it's pretty warmer than a lot of zones. If you're in zone 8, you don't have to worry about anything. Honestly, you really don't have to worry about anything. In zone 9, you don't have to do nothing at all. So that's all the information that I have to share. If I miss anything, or if you guys have done other things, please go ahead, don't mind sharing in the comments. I'm open to trying new things. I'm always open to learning, because this is a process. You don't just learn everything overnight. I don't know it all. So that's that. So thank you guys so much for watching. This wasn't a long video, it was very, very quick, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, and don't forget, make sure you water your babies and protect them so they can come back for you next season.